You're live now. All right, you can go ahead whenever you're ready.
Can I start now?
Yes.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to my session. A website without meta text is like a shop without a signboard. Okay.
Just one second.
So,
I've got an echo here.
are
Here
you
we go.
are you saying something, Evan?
No, sorry, there was an echo in the audio. Okay, I've fixed it now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to my session. A website without meta text is like a shop without a signboard. So, I will explain something about myself. I'm working since last 3 years in PHP as a web Drupal developer and web development. I play a role Drupal engineer at Excellent Technology Private Limited in India. I worked across multiple projects like multilingual, migration, media, and publishing sites. And I also contributing in Drupal community, and I also part of the Drupal Camp Mumbai in 2019. And apart from my work, I like to travel and explore new places like mountains and its nature environment related places. So before going to on my agenda, I will give you some context on the topics about the meta text. Nowadays, many higher education institute and non-profit organization have large amount of content available on their website, and it's getting harder to explain what your website is all about without revealing too much information. And even when we share our material on any social media like Facebook or Twitter, it lacks the necessary information to grab the interest of your audience and encourage them to go through your website or your content to learn them more about it. Meta tags allow us to automatically provide structured metadata about your site and individual pages. And apart from this, in context of the search engine optimization, providing an extensive set of meta tags may help improve your sites and pages ranking on the Google. Thus, may aid with achieving a more prominent display of the content within search engine results. And in this session, we will go through the meta tags modules and what are the sub modules meta tags provides and its features we can use in our upcoming slides, and how we can configure the meta tags across our websites. And next, we will see how we can configure the meta tag for the Twitter card, which can be used for the content sharing on the Twitters. And we configure the open graph for the Facebook. And apart from then, we can also see how we can customize meta tag value programmatically. In some cases, we have some specific condition where we need to put our own custom meta tags. So for that, we will see the customization value of the meta tag. So let's start. So meta tag modules. So Drupal provides a meta tag module as a contributed module. It allows users to configure structured metadata as a meta description, title, hashtags, keywords, canonical URLs, and images. And apart from this, meta tags provide wide range of support for the other meta tags as well, like Open Graph Protocol, which is used for the Facebook tags, like image, description, title, which you will be there on your Facebook social media, and Twitter cards. Twitter cards also use the same things as Open Graph, but it is used for the Twitter social platform. And apart from this, it also provides the web icons, mobile and UI adjustment, Pinterest and Google Plus, and also provides the support for the views pages. We can also add our own custom tags for the specific view pages. So these are the many custom modules, sub-modules which MetaText provides, like custom routes. We can also add the meta tags based on our routes, custom routes. Suppose we are creating any custom pages, custom forms. So we can set our own custom own meta tag for them, just by the configuration pages. And we have also Dublin core meta tags. And we have also hreflang support for the page manager and many more we have as a sub modules in the meta tags. So how to we can start to configure meta tags on our website. So first we need to download the modules. So always it is recommended to download your module using the command because Composer download all the dependency. So whenever any modules has its dependent on other module, then you no need to taken care of that. Composer command will take care of that. And once you downloaded that, just hit the dress in meta tag. It will enable the meta tag module and dependent module as well. As meta tag is dependent on the token modules. So once you download the meta tag, it also automatically download the tokens. And when you install the meta tag, it automatically install the meta tag modules. Or else you can manually download and manually install, but that is not a recommended way to do that. So once you download the module, you will get the configuration form. Under the config section, admin config search meta tag, where you will get the config form. Here there is lots of section is coming by default. First one is global. Global, it's used for the across all the sites. If you don't set any meta tags for any pages, then global will be solve the meta tags for those pages. Front page is usually used for the front page. Content used for your content types, nodes. Taxonomy used for the taxonomy terms, used for the users. And same you has the 403 and 404 pages as well. And in next slides, we will see how we can configure the meta tags globally. So configure the default meta tags for all the pages in we can configure it in the global config section. What we will define in the global config section, it will apply all the pages unless until it is not overridden by any other configuration in their respective configuration sections. So it has basically two parts, basic and advanced. Basic it's the mandatory meta tag like page title, description, text, keywords. And in advanced, we have some few more advanced meta tags like image, robots, robot crawlers. We have set the robot.txt file, but we can handle that part from the meta tag as well. Canonical URLs, geographical, image alt tag, and many more. So I will show you how we can configure the meta tags on your site for the global. So you have to go on the meta tags. I have already installed the modules. So I just direct going to meta tags configuration page. And here you will get the global page. Once you edit, you will get the complete config form to edit, add your custom meta tags. Here is you will get the advanced and basic. So in basic tags, you set the page title, description, You can set your custom description if there is not any token you have to show the your description, or else you can also use the token for the site slogan. So just put any custom tag, custom text, or put your any token from here. You can also browse tokens from these sections. So you will get all the tokens available on your sites. And you can define your abstract and keyword. And in advance, you can set the canonical URLs. And in the robot, here, this is the main part. This is the mandatory part you always need to take care of that. By checking this checkbox, it allows search engine to index these pages. So we no need to taken care of from the search APIs, or we have to define in the robot a txt file. It should be allow or not allow. So just we have to do the one few checkbox, and it will do your job. And you can add the short link URL, new keywords, and many more you will get here. And save the config file, config form, and you are set to. So please note, whenever you update your meta text here, so you need to clear the cache. Then after you will get the output of the meta text on your pages. So I have clearing the cache on the Drupal site. It will take a small time. Yeah, cache is cleared. Let's go to page. It's taking time to load because of cache is clear. So when you view the source code, you will get the meta text here. Description, which we add manually, custom text, short link URL, robots. It's allow robot crawler to crawl your pages and index in the search API. So by using this, we can configure the meta tag globally for your site. It apply over all your sites until unless you did not set your any other meta tags in these sections. If you did not overwrite here, then it will be applied overall throughout your the sites. And next we will see configure for the content types. So we can set the meta tag globally, but we have the content types and nodes. So we have some conditions. So for some content type, meta tag should be different, and for some content type, meta tag should be different. And we also set the meta tags come as per the content available in are present in the nodes. So we will see how we can configure the meta tag for the content type. So for this, you have to add the default meta tags. You have the content here, but this will be applied all over the content. But you want to add the content for the specific content type, then you have to add default meta tags from here. And select your content type. We see the example for the article content type. And when we see article content type, then by default, these two are selected. And we have to save. Please note, when you created your meta tag, default meta tag types for the article, then you have to go to setting here and allow basic text and advanced for the article content type from here and save it. And even you can also provide the length for the meta text, like uh, like your description is too lengthy, so you can crop for at the particular number of the characters. And we can also finalize the our title length, like that we can describe all the other things and save the configuration. And we will go back to meta text and edit the content article. Here we see only two types of meta text. First one is basic, second one is the advanced one. So here we'll set the title. Let's set no colon title. Note summary. And we will use the same token for the abstract aspect. And we will use the text, node field text for in the keyword. And advanced, we can use the node URL for the conical URL. And we allow the search index to index our content pages. And we can also provide the images as well. We can type our token here, or else we can take token from here. So let's suppose I have to add the token for the image field. So I go to node, scroll down to image. In image, you have to go to files. In files, you will get the URL of the file. Just click here and just click here. This will be editable. And you can also add whatever you want to add based on your requirement. But these all are the basics things which we need to add the meta text in our site. Let's save it. And we are all set to view the meta text for the content article. So before saying the meta text on the source code, you have to clear the cache. As I mentioned, whenever we save the configuration in the meta text, we have always cleared the cache. And let's go to content. Here we will view any article content type. Let's view this one. And let's open the source code. See, here you will see your meta text are all set. So you will see robots, image src, which we give, description, abstract, keywords, that are the text field. In this way, we can set our meta text for the content type, specific content type. This meta text only apply to the article content types, not for other contents. And back to slides. So in the next slide, we will see how to add the meta text based on the node. We see configure the meta tag for the content type. But in some cases, we want to add the meta tags for the specific node. So meta tags provides a field meta tag type. So that help us to add the metadata in our node based on our own condition and based on the particular node requirement. We will take the example of the basic page here. So let's go in the manage field. You need to add a new field called as a meta tag. Field type is a meta tag. And give the label whichever you want. Save. Save the field setting. Save the setting. See. We added the fields. Now we go to content and edit any content or add new any content. So let's edit existing content of basic page content type. So here you will get a new section for the meta tags. Here by default meta tags is coming, which we set for the content. So we can change it and give our own description. Let's see, we want to see our own custom. And we want to pass node description in the abstract. And in the page title, we just want to pass the site name. So we can handle meta tags just for this particular node, not for all other. And even you can add your own the metadata for the other field as well, whichever you want. Just go here and save. So as we added the new meta tags, so we have to clear the cache again because meta data is reflect only when we clear the cache. So we will view this content and we will see tags are set or not. We will view the source code. See the description which we give is set. This tag set is only for the this content, this nodes. So this robot is came from the content one, which we set here. Just give me 1 minute. From this, it inherits the meta tags from the global and the content. So whenever we are setting the node for the any node, then you have to uncheck all other which are not wanted in the meta tag section on the node edit form. So here you can just go there and in advance here you need to check. Suppose so you don't want to index this page. This is not required to come in the search engine. So you can uncheck and save it. And just view the, again we need to clear the cache to display our the tags. So we will see here how we can add the meta tag for the particular node. And next we will see how we can add the meta tags to the to a view pages. So to add the meta tag for the view pages, a meta tag provides a sub modules called meta tag views. It allowed us to override the tags for the view pages, whichever you want to add. By enabling this module, you will get a new setting on your view pages. I will show you. I have already installed the modules on meta tag views. I will let me show the modules. Wait a minute. See, I already enabled this module. So I will show you how we can add the meta text for the any view pages. Let's see. We will see for the front page. In the meta text, we already set the text for the front page. Already we set, but we want to overwrite it. So we go on the page, and in this section we will get the meta text. By clicking on this, we will get the same config form here as well. And here we also use the token as well. These are the token available. Let's suppose in the page title, I just want to site slogan or site name. In description, I just want a normal text. Let's say player info. And in advance, you have in specific, then you can add, and you can also add the canonical URL. It helps this field is help us to eliminate the duplicate content from the search engines. This meta tag is very helpful when we setting the tags for the e-commerce website. On the e-commerce website, we have the multiple products. So there, this meta text is very helpful to avoid the duplicate content entities on the search engine. And let's apply here and save the view page. Go on the no front page. See, on description, we have set the player info page. So in this way, we can also set the metadata for the view pages as well. So meta tag is not only to set for the content types, notes, and view pages. More than that, we can also set the tags for the tutors. So whenever we share our any content on any social medias, like whenever you're sharing our content on the tutors, so sometimes content are missing. Sometimes it's just showing the URL. So that URL is not giving too much information to the audience that interacts, motivate them to learn about your articles and your tweets. So by configuring the Twitter cards meta tags, we encourage them to go there and give the clarity about, yeah, okay, this is about this particular things. This is the interesting. So we should read about this. So this can be achieved by the Twitter cards. And Twitter cards provide the various type of the cards which we tweeting. It's first one is summary card. In summary card, it display only the title, description, and thumbnail. And second one is the summary card with large image, which is the most used card in the Twitter card. It is similar to summary card, but it's also of the larger image as well. An app card, a card that gives you a direct download to a mobile app, player card display the video, audio, or media. So I will show you how we can configure it. Excuse me. So let's configure the tutor card. So for this, we have another sub modules called meta tag Twitter. I have already enabled it. So just I will show you. So this is the module which provides the tutor cards, and we will configure the tutor cards for our article content type. So first we go to on the settings after enabling the module and select the content article, and here we have to enable this checkbox. Just click there and save the configuration and go back the meta default and edit this configuration form. And here you will get the one additional section to configure your metadata. So here is the card type. As I told you, there are multiple types: card summary, but the image, app card, and player card. So here is the mini cards. So we will play with the summary card with large image, which is the mostly used card type. So here we will give the description, note summary. We can use the token. You can browse or label tokens from here. You can also use your Twitter handle account, add your Twitter handle account, title, which will show on your in the card. And these all are the optional things, but you can set if you want. And you can also add the page URL and most important thing, the image URL. When you are adding the content meta tag with the summary card with large image, then don't forget to add the image URL. Otherwise, it will break the card view on the Twitter. And also don't forget to add the alt text as well. And apart from this, there are a lot of things: iPhone app ID, iPhone app name, app store country, media player URL, many more. Even you can add the data label and before everything, and hit on the save button. And we can use here our tags are set for the Twitter. So card, this is the type of the card. On basis of this value, card will be displayed on the Twitter. So we need to clear the cache again, as we have updated the configuration form. So we need to clear the cache in order to reflect our changes on the content type. All set. Let's refresh this content. This is the article content. We have configured for the article content type. And we will view the source code to verify our meta tag or set or not. Here all our Twitter meta tags are set. Twitter cards. On basis of this, card will be decided on the Twitter handler. And these are the content to show on your tweets. So you can just copy this link and paste on the Twitter. It will be so. as this is my local site, so it will not reflect on the Twitter. So you can also preview your card here. So, but for me, it will not show because my local site is not public. So it's unable to fetch because this is not a public site. So when you hosted your site on the server, then it will work. Then it will show you the green signal. Yeah, it is, and you also show the preview of the card. So in this way, you can configure your metadata for the Twitter sharing. So in this, the most important thing you have to think about the Twitter image, and always verify the image link as well. Just copy and open in the new tab. It's showing or not. If it's not showing using this in link, then it will be break. It will be going to break on your Twitter handle as well. So don't forget to verify this link as well, because sometimes it's gives give the right URL, but the images are deleted from the our files directly. Then it will be broken. It gets broken on the content. So always verify the image is showing or not. So here is image showing. So it means it's working fine, and we are all set. And similarly, we can also do for the Facebook. And for the Facebook, MetaText provide the Open Graph Protocol submodules. So here we have the major text like OG URL, OG title. OG is for Open Graph. So Open Graph is used for the Facebook, Google Plus, Pinterest, like social platform. And we use the OG description, OG site name, OG updated time. It will show the timestamp of the content updated. So you have any content which you want to show the user to see the when content is get updated. So you can also use the OG updated time. So I will show you how we can configure it for the uh, Facebook as well. So just like Twitter cards, we have the open graph. So we have to enable this module. I already enable it, and you need to go again in the your configure in the settings. Here, as I mentioned, here you need to select the open graph and save the configuration. And you can edit your content article to manage your tags. You will get here one extra config section, that is the open graph. So here you can add your site names, determiner if you want to add, content type, from which content type it is belong, page URL, titles, and many things. And description, just you can also put the summary or any other custom text, or you can also put your summary token. Yes, it will fetch the data from your summary of the body field. And don't forget to add your image token here. You can add the image token from the browse token as well, or you can just type node field image entity URL. And here we are getting the second image URL as well. So this URL is the fallback, is working as a fallback. If this field value is empty, then it will be used. Suppose sometimes we in the content we avoid to add the images, but we want to show the image when we share this content on the social media. So this token will serve from the your content, get the value from your content, but you can your own custom path like this, and so it will be so the your value works as a fallback image. And image type, what are the types of? These are the not mandatory thing. These are the optional things. You can use this, but whether this is the required or not, as per your requirement, you can choose it. And also add the image alt tag. If image is missing, then alt tag will be solved. And there is lots of things in the OG. You have the you mentioned the addresses as well. If you want, you have to add ISBN number as well here. If you have any content related to your books or publications, then you can add your ISBN numbers of the books or the related to contents. And you can also mention about the author of the that content or any books you are going to publish on your websites. And you can also meta tags for the audio. Sometimes we are sharing some contents, then automatically the audio is attached that share the content. So we can use the URL here. Automatic audio will be come on your Facebook shared sections and save here. And again, we have saved the configuration form, and we have to clear the essay again. Excuse me. Accuracy clear is done. Let's go to the site. We have set the content meta tags for the article content types. We will say any other contents. Let's view this content. Just go to the source code and see here you will get your all the tags are coming. Site name, your content type, URL, title of the page, description, this is much needed, and image. This is the mandatory one, please. And you need to first confirm the image is working or not. Review. And like the Twitter, we also have the Facebook debugger. You can here debug your content here as well. But again, my site is on the local environment, so it will be not debugged. So site should be accessible to the public publicly. So in this way, we can configure the meta tags for the Facebooks as well. And this is the important things to have the meta tags for the Twitters and Facebook, because many times you are sharing the contents on the social platforms, but the information are missing. So it helps user to get the idea about just seeing the post, and after they will get interest on that, and they will go hit on the link, and they will read about your articles and about your content. And it also give the good result on the search engine optimization, and it will increase the your so site places on the ranking on the Google page. And after that, so and some in the some places we have to add our own custom meta tags. We already set the meta tags for the front page and for the article content type. But at the certain points, we want to add our own custom meta tags. We also can set the from the node as well. But if that value is not available, in that case, we need to should share our different meta tags value. So this kind of customization can be achieved by the meta tags hooks. Meta tag provides its own hook that can be achieved, and it's provide the method from that we can obtain the meta tag of the any entity. Suppose we have an entity node entity and we want to get all the meta tags which we are set on the node content config form, and we want to get all in your on our code, and based on that we need to do some customization. So for that we can use just meta tag generate entity meta tags method and pass the entity. Here we can pass the entity as a node, as a taxonomy term, as a user, front page, or any other page entity. So in the meta text variable, we will get the all the meta text related to the this entity. And next slide, here we can see the code meta text alter hooks. Here meta text the special text to edit the page, context for the current meta text being generated. And here for the front page, suppose if you want to don't show our meta text, just make it the null. We can also set from the config form as well, and we can also set the null from here. And at the some for some root, we want to set the unset all the meta tags. We don't want uh, to index that pages. We don't want to get on the SEO or Google ranking. So we can just unset all the meta tags from here. And we can also set our the specific meta tags for the specific pages, any custom form you have. So just like I have a custom form player slash info slash. So just here we can pass our custom in. Just for example, I'm going to here use the image, set my custom by default image. So here we can OG image URL. And for the Twitter card types, what is the card types for the Twitter? Summary large image and Twitter cards image URL. So in this way, we can customize our meta tags and customize the value of the meta text based on our own custom requirements. So we see in this session we see the how we can, what is the meta tag and what are the importance we see till now, and how we can configure for the content types for the specific node and even for the view pages, and how we can make more generic or more authentic to user to view on your post on the social sites from Twitter or Facebook. We can also configure our meta tags from the Twitter cards and Open Graph. So that's the things from my session. So open for the question. You have any question, so please ask. I am happy to share my thoughts on your questions. Will help you.
Any questions here? No questions here.
I hope everyone get knowledge, get some outcomes from the sessions.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for.
You can also reach out to me Drupal Slack, Sunny More on Drupal Slacks. I will happy to help you if you have any questions. And last but not the least, the contribution day will be happen tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So participate and contribute for the Drupal community. Thank you. Thank you very much to listening me.
Thank you.